Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Night Force Big Ben Walmart exclusive 112 scale action figure. If you can get him on Walmart, he's retails for like $24.96. Pretty cool. Night Force is definitely one of the more popular sub teams in the G.I. Joe universe. So Big Ben, he has a hunter green, gray aesthetic to him instead of very little black, as you would think, for Night Force in that whole aspect. Let's take a look at the head sculpt. It looks pretty good. He's a big, like, buff chin there. He has his face camouflage done in black. His green hat. And on the side, you can see it's like the part that hangs down, like down to the shoulders, is kind of pinned up on the top. Brown hair. It's pretty good. Decent head sculpt. Gets the job done. There's how it's connected there at the top. Do we have this device here? Is that a communication device? Anybody know? I haven't seen these a lot on the G.I. Joe figures. And it kind of looks like a holographic projection, or I don't know what that is. But it's definitely not a communicator looking device. Here we have his rounds across his chest. There's some type of insignia there on his shoulder. Is not the Night Force logo. You see the two-tone greens from the darker green on his jacket versus the straps and the harnesses and his belt piece here. A lot of sculpting there, but very little color. Then we have the British flag. Kind of a belt buckle. The belt's kind of just sculpted onto this bottom piece of his jacket. Lighter green gloves. He has a very thick thigh pad. He has a couple of pads here. Pistol case. Kind of sitting a little high for my likes out of the packaging. Just below the thigh cut, so I kind of like to keep it there. We'll talk about the articulation a little bit. His head can look down and up, side to side, all the way around at the top of the neck, and then it can move back and forth. And there's some movement at the base there, but it's hard to articulate because the head pretty much dominates the movement. Now, Big Ben has some very unique butterflies / shoulder joints. It's kind of almost comes off, like mine come across right here, kind of almost like broke, but it's not broke. Kind of, he has this up and down, in and out, and kind of all the way around. Let me show you one. Like mine out of the packaging is kind of like, here's what the inside out looks like. It's not broke, obviously, because there's a peg, there's a hole, and here's that collar piece. Basically, that sits over here. But it's so, like, the design is just kind of like, pops right in. See how that kind of just moves around a lot. I don't like this design on this figure. It's on both sides. So it's, like I said, it's not broken. It's just I'm not a fan of this. I'm saying it's a bad design in my opinion. I hope they don't continue ever using this again, because this is something that's just, it makes the arms appear, broke, or and get a lot of movement there. But I don't know, something about it I don't like. Just so you're aware of that. I wanted to bring it to your attention, mainly in this video, because you may get that appearance, and that collar piece kind of moves like in and out. It's more free flowing than most figures. Then he has a bicep cut here, double jointed elbows. It's just mine's kind of stuck. I got to heat it up. This hand goes in and out like this and spins all around 360. This hand has the up and down like this and rotates also 360. Kind of moves a little bit. My joints are kind of, I don't know if that gets some heat to them. He can bend over, look down, back, and then he does have that kind of waist swivel there, but I'm always like hesitant of doing that because it seems to be always awful tight, and I don't want to snap anything. Like that crappy movie Baroness that I had for a custom, and I wanted her belt off of her, and kind of just, I tried pulling that apart and it just snapped like a piece of garbage. So that's what usually happens. I kind of don't want it to happen to like someone like Big Ben because he's an exclusive and not easy to get a replacement of. The arms do rotate 360, obviously, are around. The shoulder is obviously free because of that joint. Get about that much. Not much of a split because of his jacket. Sitting is almost going to be very difficult because of this piece here. He has a thigh cut. My knees are pretty much knee heated. They're so tight. He has a boot cut. And his feet do pivot down and up. And then, of course, you have that rocker around the ankle to give you that illusion. But the double joint knees are there. It's just got to be... Gonna have to whip out that hair dryer and get to work on him, I guess. Just don't like these arms. I think they're a bad design. Kind of reminds me of that Firefly waist piece that just flops around like a bobblehead. Let's take a look at Big Ben's. Here's his weapons locker. That's just basic cardboard. Number 77 on the line. Pretty cool. For what it's worth, this is just trash. Nothing you can do with this. And of course, you get that paper inside. That's just the same thing that you're going to find on a box when we take a look at it here just a little bit later. There's what the paper looks like inside. It comes with an alternate head. This is like the gas mask kind of version. It's the breathing filter on the side here, just one. And then we have the regulator. I think it's like a regulator or something. Have the silver eyes, and then we have the hood. You can replace his head, and maybe they're trying to get you guys to buy a bunch of these. Just like have a bunch of troopers with this head sculpt here, but I don't know. It just seems awkward just changing out the head sculpt for a named character. I'll pass on that and just keep this for him and swap it out as I see necessary. It comes with a very large machine gun. You can see that my barrel is kind of bent downward. You can see it's very soft. The body is actually quite thick, but the muzzle here is, and the handle, it's kind of stiff. You gotta be careful right there. You don't want to see no stress marks, plastic stress marks on your weapons. I think he has an ammunition box. Bolts coming out, and let's see, this got to sit kind of like this because you're going to want to get these rounds up in there. There you go. If you want to shoot yourself in the foot with my gun, you can do that. But nonetheless, it's actually a good sculpted weapon. It doesn't look too bad, but you can get that muzzle go straight. There's a drill barrel on the front. See what we got here. You can hold it real nicely. All right. Again, I don't know why the rounds are on the inside of the weapon. It should be on the outside. So first, it gets it away from the body, for one thing, so you can get it closer and more posability. But I don't know why the rounds. It just doesn't seem natural. I guess you'd want the exposing rounds to go out. It just seems a little off for me for some reason. It makes sense practically, but it is what it is. It comes with another, almost like a little submachine gun. What do we got here? A folding grip. It's like a shotgun. Is this a type of double-barrel tactical shotgun? I'm not sure what this is, what they're going for here. There's definitely, this has to be the clip for it. All in this gray plastic. And it fits pretty snug up inside. Like a modified submachine gun into like a double-barrel shotgun. I'm not sure if this is I don't think this is a real gun. It doesn't look like a real gun to me. It was just some kind of boring tactical shotgun gun modified machine gun. I don't know. And then you have this little folding stock. I have a double drill barrel there, which is pretty cool. It holds it really well, though. Very cool. I think that's what that is. It's weird. Is it supposed to be like that? Or am I missing something? Guess we'll have to take a look at that whenever we take a look at the packaging. It does have this very little baby Uzi type weapon with the extended mags. And then you get like this silencer. It's not drilled, so it just pretty much goes into the little silencer there for some quiet takedowns in the night. Drill barrel on the silencer at least. So that's pretty cool for the most part. What does he have? Why does he have a... Is this what he's supposed to put into his thigh pad? His little Uzi here? It is open on the bottom. And he holds weapons quite well, though. I mean, very easy in and out. The tolerances are very nice on the hands for my copy, at least. Is this something that can be... Yep. That holds that weapon. And a silencer. So that's pretty cool. Can see this getting lost, just getting bumped off, drop down, and playability. You don't realize that it has fallen off. Now it has some type of hook on the back here, and this for like the magazines maybe, and this is for the silencer if you don't want to use it in the actual case there. But you kind of can do both, I guess. Is that what this is for? Which is a good idea. I mean, that way you can pull off both looks if you wanted that. That's pretty cool. So what's that for? It looks like it's wide enough. I mean, you have two guns left, so the only really thing that's going to fit in there is probably this. Extra magazine or something would have been nice. By Hasbro, so you have one in the gun and one extra clip would have been really cool. And so what do you stick this at? So if he carries this, and he has all his other gear stashed on his belt, and then in his thigh holster there, he can carry his heavy machine gun. And what's the point of carrying a clip if you have nowhere to stash this weapon? Should he have a backpack? Backpack? I don't know. He definitely can probably dual wield if you wanted to just get like all out crazy with Big Ben in a last stand type battle. Something fell off. Oh, that little piece fell off. So that's just on a little hinge. It goes right there. That's definitely another piece that can be lost, so be very careful with that. Yeah, there's definitely some... I got this figure in hand. I'm pretty much not very satisfied with the overall presentation of this figure. Alright, so here's the box if you're interested. I mean, it's some nice looking artwork on the box. I do like the Night Force logo there. David Big Ben Bennett. Like I said, he is 77 in the line. Let's take a look at the accessories here. Yeah, there's no backpack for that extra weapon, and we do have... Yep, we have everything that is supposed to be with this figure. Shows the shoulder insignias and flag there. It's pretty cool. There's the bottom of it. That same thing, that piece of paper is inside the weapons locker. Here we have the artwork on the side. Looks really nice. I do like most of the artwork on these boxes. And here's the alternate side. Number 77 QR code. It's pretty good. There's some stats there. Whatever that's supposed to mean. There's the top of the box. There's the bottom of the box. And there's the UPC. These are Walmart exclusive, so I haven't heard of you finding any of these exclusive in the store, like the Range Viper or Big Ben. But if you find it in the store, there's a chance right there with the UPC. Alright, so my final thoughts on Big Ben is, like, I'm disappointed. I think it looks cool. I like the green, obviously the grays. Very nice aesthetic. The head sculpt's decent. This is pretty cool. I'm not feeling this as an army builder, but I mean, that's what Hasbro wants you to do. The insignias look good on the shoulders. The weapons are, this weapon's okay except for warped here. This is a decent little shotgun slash weapon. This little folding piece is definitely prone to being lost, so that's going to fall off more likely. I wish I had an extra clip to keep in this weapon and then have a full loadout on his belt. I like how they have the we could put the silencer here, or it protrudes to the bottom, so it's pretty cool. And then the extra clip, well, not extra clip, a place for the clip, but I don't like the idea there's nowhere to put this, so he should have some type of weapons case for across his back, maybe just a harness or something, put that in, or even a piece of string we can hold on to on his back while he's using his large weapon. I don't like the shoulders. That is probably the worst part of this figure is the shoulders. I don't like them. This is pretty cool, kind of bulky, but I wouldn't, I mean, obviously you can do it. I wouldn't pay scalping prices for this figure. If you don't, I mean, absolutely have to, and you really, really want this figure. He's, in my opinion, the sculpting is one of the worst, up there with the Firefly, the retro Firefly figure that we just recently took a look at. He's definitely a disappointment, and I'm glad I got him at, well, for the most part, at retail. So there he is. Let me know what you guys think about the issues that I have discovered with my Big Ben figure. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. And we'll see you in our next review.